it's another fantastic afternoon, and hopefully it's going to be getting even better with a slightly different type of camping meal. I'm going to be cooking up a pizza from scratch using an oven. I've never seen anything like this before, so I'm excited to show you this. I might have exaggerated slightly when I said I was cooking a pizza from scratch, but I am going to be putting it all together. I've brought a dough mix, so this is a Pizza Express pizza dough, but all the rest of the stuff I'm going to be constructing and hopefully baking it in this oven. So what else we got? We've got some pepperoni, mozzarella slices, a little bit more mozzarella in there to sprinkle on top. For the pizza base, I've got one of these Dolmio stirring sauce, slow roasted garlic and tomato, but that'll be all right, just spreading that over the dough once we've rolled it out. A little bit of grease for the pizza plate, so this comes with a pizza plate. Yeah, I'll get this out in a minute, and we're keeping it all cool again using the little freezer block technique. I've got one of these as well, just to check what the actual temperature of the oven is, but I just normally, well, I've used it once and I just had it on the lowest heat. I used a gas stove last time. I have brought a gas stove with me, and I've also brought a trangia again with me, so I might just go with a trangia because I'm enjoying the peace and quiet of it. So let's have a look at this oven, shall we? I'd never even dreamt of using an oven outdoors before. I've seen those, is it an Omnia oven? But this is, for what it does, is really lightweight. I think it's advertised at 900 grams, so I will put a link to it in the description so you can have a look for yourself. This is the complete set though, so you don't need to bring all of this out with you every time. It doesn't come with a bag, so I've used my trangia bag just to hold it all together. That's my own little chopping board thing. You get like a plate with it, like a roasting plate. This is like a support. Again, this doesn't come with this bag. I've just done it because I don't want to scratch the ceramic plate. I'll show you what this does in a minute. Another cutting board I bought myself. So we've got a ceramic dish which you can use for baking cakes in. You can make a quiche in it. You could roast potatoes in it. You can even use it as a frying pan. If you've got one of those, like those pot gripper things, it does come with a little rubberized thing goes on your pot gripper, so you don't damage your pan at all. There's a roasting grill, and then this is the actual oven bit itself, which comes in two parts. So this is the size of the oven. You can get quite a lot of stuff in it. So I've cooked chicken nuggets in it. That was just trying it out at home, and I can't believe it only used 16 grams of gas to cook chicken nuggets, so it's quite efficient as well. Yeah, but like I said today, we'll get it set up, and then I think we're going to see if it fits on the trangia triangle. So this is called the Hajka Oven. So it's made by a chef in Sweden that, you know, he didn't think that the excuse me, the current ovens on the market were up to scratch, so he's come up with a design. This is actually a prototype, so it's it was launched on Kickstarter, and you know, the final product is going to be well, it's available to buy now, but will ship in May, I believe. So this sits in here like that, and then so that, as you can see, there's a hole in the bottom. And a lot of the other ovens that are like this, they have a hole that goes right through the center, so you can only bake like ring-shaped loaves of bread and things like that. But this, the heat hits this plate on the bottom, circulates heat around the outside into the oven, and it does escape from the bottom there, so it's constant heat. You can't put this on a fire, by the way. It is just for gas and alcohol burners. And then you put your other bits and bobs on top of there. like your pan plate. You could also put the roasting plate on there, so that would then, you know, create a little gap underneath. Just put chicken wings or anything like that in there, and then you've got this, you know, baking tray as well. I'm going to be using, there is a pizza plate which I've left at home. Oh dear, so I might have to put my pizza in here then. What kind of idiot comes out to cook a pizza and leaves the pizza plate at home? I was just packaging it up earlier and I put it just to one side a minute. We'll be fine putting the pizza in there. Trangia triangle. We need some more fuel, I think. Get the stove set up first. I have brought a windshield as well, just in case, but it doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Check that this fits on. Make sure we're filled up with fuel. I don't think I've ever made a pizza at home, never mind outdoors. This should make 2 pizzas apparently. And you're supposed to roll the dough out. I haven't brought a rolling pin with me or anything like that, so I'm just going to half it and then just form it into the shape of my pizza dough, just so it fits into the plate anyway. Yes, just knead it down. I don't know how thick it's supposed to be. What do you think? I like those thicker pizzas anyway, don't you? Oh, it's just like being at a pizzeria in Rome, isn't it? I'm going to do that thing in a minute where I swizzle it round. I think that's about the right size. And then just have a little bit of a lip on the outside, keep the topping on. Right, then what do I need? Cheese and stuff. Dolmio, stir in. So all of these are things that you could take and you would keep quite well. So this is a, you know, you can keep that in just your cupboards at home. The bread, the dough, I'm sure it's going to keep fine in your backpack for a day or two. Cheese is usually long lasting as long as you keep the air out, along with, you know, spiced meats as well. So let's see, let's get a bit of that on there, shall we? You think, is that enough? I've seen them do this in restaurants. Bit of grated cheese. I think we just had 2 bits of those. 4 bits of pepperoni, and then a bit more grated cheese on top. Now I've not brought my pot gripper with me, so I've got to work out how to get that out of the oven when it's cooked, but we sure will be fine. I'm just going to rub a little bit of fat onto there. Don't know if it needs it or not, but I'm not going to preheat the baking tray. I'm going to put the pizza directly just into the tray, and then, not as round as it was, but It will do. Not take much cooking at all, is it? Get that on there. Lid on, get it preheated. Right, moment of truth. Get the pizza in the oven. So rather than keep trying to hold that probe in, I will just keep taking the lid off and just having a look, see when it's cooked. Oh, there's quite a lot of flames coming around the outsides, look. Probably the gas stove would have been better. Or the simmering. We'll let it get warmed up and then we might just pop that on. That's what happens when you try to lift the oven off with the wrong stuff. Melted my bag a bit stuck to the side there. Too hot, that. There we go, that's more like it. Another lesson learned. So the pizza's actually cooking quite nicely. However, I don't like it with the trangia as I can't really adjust the flame whilst it's in use. So I've got the stuff to make another one, so I'm going to have a try with a gas stove afterwards. Just to see how much better or worse it is, but when I tried it the other day it was far superior. Look at the size of the flame there, look, and that's with the simmering on. Take one home for Joe. Right, I'm going to call that pizza done enough for me and lift it off. I'll try and lift it off safely and then swap it over for the gas stove. Can't see if it's overdone on the bottom. Hoping it's fine. We'll have a look, let it cool down a moment. It's okay that, doesn't it? Bit of fromage. Couple more bits of mozzarella. And some pepperoni. Go 3 on that one. So you've got loads more control. I already feel more comfortable with that. Put it on low heat. Pizza in. Lid on. Can't wait to try this though. It's a bit noisy though, isn't it now? Look at that. Have a look at the bottom. Oh, it's golden brown. It's not like burnt to a crisp or anything. Oh. Give me a minute. Freshly cooked pizza out in the woods. You can't beat it. So that Pizza Express dough is really nice as well. So I think that was £2.40, something like that. As far as pizzas go, I'm giving that 8 out of 10. Really nice. It's definitely working better with a gas stove. I don't think I'll use the trangia again with it. think I'm going to call that done. I would say that that is a massive success. This oven is fantastic. Gonna open up so many different types of meals when it comes to camping. Definitely I'm going to be using gas with it though, because you know, using the trangia I had to lift that off, and lifting it off, you know, has caused me to melt my bag because I didn't have any leather gloves or anything with me. Well, yeah, you can just control light, switch it off with the gas, and then yeah, it's really clever. There's a little bit of blackening inside from the trangia, but I'm gonna have to clean all that up. And let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cook next in the oven. Well, you can do anything: chicken Kievs, I've done nuggets already, half a roast chicken, Yorkshire puddings, toad in the hole, you name it. So as I said earlier, that this stove is actually a prototype. I did send a message to Eric at Hajka to see when these were going to be available to buy, and he did say he had a prototype that I could have if I covered the cost for it, which I was more than happy to do. The production model is going to be shipped out from May, I believe, so I'll leave a link to that in the description below. I believe he's made a few little tweaks to it as well to improve the designs, so I look forward to seeing what the differences are when the final production model comes out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I've enjoyed the pizza. If you could do me a massive favour and hit the like button, and maybe consider subscribing if you want to see more of the same. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.